What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Tonight we're going to be putting some conditioner on those boards and then a second coat of polyurethane on the napkin holders. Just getting my little there we go. So we'll get these out of the way for now. Here's one of the large ones. Can we see that? Oh yeah, dude. Beautiful. We're going to hit this with some Howard's Butcher Block conditioner. Help protect it. Keep it nice for a very long time. A little bit of this stuff. Give her a little wipe down first. You guys want to see that one up close? Beautiful grain. This is quite the substantial board too. It's very big. Oh, excuse me, guys. Yeah, it was a long week, dude. Another one of those 12-hour days every day this week. So it's nice to get in the shop on a Friday, you know, and just relax and oil down all the boards that we made after work this week. Just chill, dude. That's the back side of this board. And then there's the top. So we'll set this over here. We'll come back at the end and just give them all a nice little wipe down and get the excess off of them. Here we have another one of the larger ones. I'll throw some of these down for you. That is some pretty wood there. Holy smokes. I don't know if you can see this sort of marbling or this figure in the wood here on the camera. It's pretty wild, dude. Huge fan. This might be the one I keep and use in my house. I really like the green on this one. Beautiful. Just want to say thanks to people tuning in and hanging out at the shop here for a nice chill night, and everybody that hung out throughout the week while we made these. It's nice to have you all around. It was a good experiment, and I think I'm going to keep doing it. Oh, goodness. Look at that. Yeah, this one's... I think this is going in my kitchen, guys. Yeah. That's definitely kitchen status. And we have this kind of medium board where I didn't round the top edges. I just want it to be more square up top, but I did chamfer the bottom so that it kind of sits up off the table a bit. This is a super nice piece of wood too. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, you can see the figure on the camera. Just a beautiful slab of walnut, super thick. Somebody's gonna be stoked to have this in their kitchen. Let's get another look at that one. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So this is some locally sourced walnut, like reclaimed walnut. I met the guy that mills this a few weeks ago. He's a retired guy, and he just mills old trees like this as his retirement hobby. So it was super nice to meet him and get some of this fantastic walnut here. Dab more of it. There we go. Just a little. You know, I think I kind of like this style a little better than the one with the rounded over tops. I kind of like that hard edge on the top there. Anyway, there's the top of that one. There's the back of that one. Very cool piece of walnut. Let's do a before conditioner on this one. And then we'll do an after. Very cool little kind of personal sized charcuterie board or small cutting board for the kitchen, you know. Maybe you feel like having a little snack. You throw your crackers and your cheese and your little fruit on there. Yeah, look at that. Look at that green detail right there. Incredible, dude. Now for the back side. This is the back side of that piece. Look at that figure in the wood. That's amazing, dude. Unreal, almost like psychedelic. Dig it. I think this little one probably has the most insane grain out of all the pieces we did this week. This is just absolutely unreal, dude. Like, what is going on with that, dude? Very cool. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I get pretty excited about wood grain, dude. This makes me happy. Look at this. Look at this edge, the grain detail on that edge. Crazy, buddy. Make sure you get into the little seams and stuff, all the little crevices there. I'm gonna bet that this will be the first one that sells. Like somebody's gonna look at that and go, dude, that's mine. I want that, you know. Unreal, dude. Here we got this one. Do a little before. Before action, there's the top. There's the bottom, also very dope. Dude, that is wild. The guy I buy the walnut from, he makes fun of me because I trip out on every board, you know. I love it, dude. If you guys are enjoying hanging out and you want to give the page a follow, I'd appreciate it. It would help me out. No pressure though. You don't got to. I'm not the boss of you. There's the front of that badass little board, dude. Look at those swirls. A lot of character in that one, dude. Just insane. Here's the back side of that one. Also very good. Oh, look, that needs a little. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back through and give them a little wipe down and get the excess off, you know. And then they'll sit overnight. And then tomorrow we can photograph them and list them on the Etsy page for sale. I might come in here in a couple hours and wipe them down again because this stuff tends to keep coming out of them, I think. Anyway, here's one of the large walnut charcuterie boards. I guess I got to kind of turn it to fit it in the frame there. There's the top side. And then here is the back side. And we'll go put this, here's that boo-boo we fixed, guys. I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna go put this over here for now. So here's the other large charcuterie board, but I think this one's gonna go in our kitchen here and just be my board. I gotta pick one. I really like the colors on this one. So I don't think I'm gonna sell this one, folks. This will just be our in-house little treat, I guess. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is just kind of getting the excess off of these before they sit overnight. And then we'll see how they look tomorrow. They might get another coat. They might not. Probably will, dude. I tend to overdo things, folks. Dude, this is a beautiful piece of wood. I almost swore. I don't know if you can swear on YouTube, but this is a beautiful piece of wood, dude. Super thick little board, a little swirly on it. crazy figure in the wood. You can see that. It's like it changed direction or something, or got super compressed. I'm not sure what happened to make it do that, but like in person, it looks like the wood is like swooping down like that, but it's totally completely flat. It's absolutely wild. I don't know if you can see that effect on there. Yeah, you kind of can. Somebody's gonna be super stoked about that one. Another absolutely insane grain on this one. That's badass, dude. So I'm not going to be able to go get more walnut this weekend because my walnut guy's busy. So I'm going to take the opportunity to kind of rearrange the shop, make the shop nicer. I do still have some stuff here, so I'm going to make a couple things tomorrow. I got some nice pine over there that I'm going to make a little shelf coat hanger thing for the house. Probably do that tomorrow or Sunday. A lot of little projects I can do. I was thinking about streaming for like 4 or 5 hours tomorrow in here, just making a bunch of stuff. Because I'm enjoying streaming. It feels like I got some homies in here chilling in the shop with me. This one, yeah, I said that before. This one will probably be the first one that sells. Just because of that pure insanity on the grain, dude. I wonder if that came from a piece of burl or something. Kind of seems like it might have, or I don't know. Super badass, though. This one would make a fantastic little charcuterie board for maybe 2 people. You know, you want a little romantic evening. Throw your little snacks and treats out here on this. You know, you got some almonds, maybe some cheese and some crackers, you know, maybe a doobie, some grapes or something, strawberries. However you want to do it. However you want to do it, man. Gotta say, I feel pretty blessed to be able to come in here and do this after work, dude. I mean, I work long, fucking grueling hours sometimes, and just having a little relaxing thing like coming in here and just making something with my hands and my brain just feels good, dude. Feels super, feels human. All right, so next up, I have to glove up for this one. Next up, we're going to do a second coat of polyurethane on these napkin holders. Now this one is already spoken for. Pretty cool little napkin holder, dude. These were sort of an afterthought where my wife asked me, hey, can you make me a napkin holder? Like, we need a napkin holder for the kitchen table. And I was like, sure. So I made one and I posted a photo, and then I had like multiple people hit me up like, hey, I'd love to have one of those. just not something I ever thought about making napkin holders. You know what I mean? Anyways, that was Howard Butcher Block conditioner that went on all those. It's totally food safe, food grade mineral oil and waxes that will protect your boards for a long time. Now, if you do have a charcuterie board, you want to make sure that once it starts to seem like it's drying out a little bit, that you want to hit it with some conditioner, some kind of food safe conditioner. That's the thing, is like you can't just buy a charcuterie board somewhere and then just leave it be. You got to like start putting conditioner on it, you know, once every month or two as it starts to look dried out, just to protect it, keep it looking dope, keep it from cracking, keep it from just getting nasty or warping or whatever. This is what's going on the napkin holders, is some wipe-on polyurethane. A little bit tougher of a finish. It's not going to be in contact with food surfaces or with food, so it's totally fine to put on these napkin holders. Oh, I almost forgot to give them a little bit of a scuff. The tiniest little scuff. So we'll do that. You don't want to re-sand them. You just want to give them a light little scuff before you put that second coat on there. This big one here that had this crack in the top. See that one? And then that little one on the side. And I thought about repairing it like we did on that other board, like I showed you the other night. But then I decided, you know what? I kind of like that, dude. I like that look on it. And you know, not everything has to be perfect, dude. Like, not everything has to be perfect. There can be little things like that that add to the character. It's just like people, dude. You know? Remember, this is a light scuff. This is not, we're not re-sanding this. We're just giving it a little scuff before we apply the second coat of polyurethane. Very light. Some people will even scuff with like a paper bag or whatever, dude, which is a trip. I guess that works fine, but I'm gonna give them a little wipe down, get any dust that may have occurred from that scuff off. Yeah, dude, this one ended up being my favorite one. I made it a little chonkier, as you can see. I made it bigger. I made it chonkier. I left the flaw. And dude, I fucking like this one way better, bro. So yeah, I guess that's how it is, dude. Grain's pretty good too. Very nice grain on that. Whoa, 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 don't do that, buddy. Do this. Yeah, you can see in this one too, the like 3D shimmer effect that can happen sometimes in walnut and other woods. Like, I guess you can't really see this one that great on camera. But yeah, there's like a little kind of 3D shimmering effect right there. Yo, that, see? Leaving the thing, leaving the little flaw. I think that looks fucking awesome, dude. All right, I got to set this down, dude. I'll just keep wiping it all night if I don't. So, one last little look at the Chonky Boy napkin holder. Flaws and all. Beautiful. This is a little napkin holder for my mom. I think she's going to really enjoy opening the mail and getting this, you know? I do like the finish the wipe-on polyurethane leaves. Like once it dries, it's super nice. It feels really smooth and good. Doesn't feel plasticky, you know, like some finishes are like, they feel real hard and plasticky. This wipe-on polyurethane just feels nice and soft and natural, so I like it. Right, one last look at Mom's napkin holder before we set her down. She'll be stoked. She will be stoked about that. This one I guess I'll put on the Etsy this weekend with the Chonky Boy. Maybe somebody will buy it. I need people to buy these things so that I can go buy more walnut so that I can make more things. You know what I mean? That's the dream, right? That's the dream, is that people will buy the things and then I can go get more wood and make more things and so on and so forth. Whew. Maybe I'll make some mallets, some wooden mallets. I was thinking about making a wooden mallet out of walnut. Like I have this mallet that I made out of pallet wood. This wood is very hard. Whatever this pallet wood is on the sides, very hard. But I think it would look dope to make one out of walnut. So maybe we'll do that this weekend. I don't know. I think I'm going to do a real long live stream tomorrow. Make a handful of things. Once these dry and I can clear them out of here. Definitely don't want to be making dust right now on top of these. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it for the night. Oh, you know what? I actually have some glue ups I should do. So I think I'll do the glue ups, but allow me a few minutes to go properly dispose of these oily rags, and I'll be back. Go ahead and grab a snack or whatever. Use the bathroom. Oh, that's right. I was streaming. What's up, everybody? I got some like little live edge pieces like this that were like scraps from some projects that I can't bring myself to throw away, dude. I don't know. Even though it's just the tiniest of scraps. I like it. Like this one here. Oh, you know what, dude? Let me show you guys this one I made last week. I'll be right back. 2 minutes or less. So this is a serving tray or a serving board that I made last week in the shape of a cleaver, dude. It's got that live edge walnut cleaver, dude. It's like sometimes, you know, sometimes you might want a charcuterie board, but also be metal as fuck, you know? Anyways, I just want to show you guys that. I think I'm going to call it for the night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to do a long stream tomorrow. And appreciate y'all being here, dude. Drop me a follow if you feel like it. It would help the channel out. I have a buy me a coffee link in the description if you want to throw a couple of bucks towards sandpaper and supplies and stuff like that. Help keep us going here. We're still starting out, dude. So we're still kind of scraping together. I did get what I have here is a super thin, high tooth count bandsaw blade that I'm gonna put on my bandsaw tomorrow, so I can start taking glued up pieces of wood like this or whatever. This is gonna be my little practice one, and start making what's called bandsaw boxes, which are like these little super cool little boxes you can make with a bandsaw. So that's on the agenda for tomorrow. Get that blade on there. I got a couple pieces I need to plane, and then maybe start working on that custom piece for the homie. Yeah, anyways, I'm rambling on, folks. Thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate you.